Most business owners don't go to the next chapter because they decided it was time. Most of the time, they didn't have the types of conversations that we're talking about right now. They haven't done the proper planning, and variables they can't control force their hand because they have not insulated themselves from the inevitable variables that are going to present themselves without warning at some point along the way. You think about health challenges, you think about a partnership disagreement and a business separation, you think about a lawsuit, you go through an economic cycle where you lose half your business. These are things we have to think of as business owners, because there's things you can't control that happen. And the businesses that stay around for 20, 30 years are businesses that have prepared, insulated themselves, so those variables aren't going to be fatal. The businesses that don't insulate themselves, they don't have the strength to withstand that wave when it hits. Every business owner that's growing a business should be thinking about it in terms of, how do I maximize the value of my business? How do I maximize my strength of options? How do I get as much money as I can out of this business? How do I maximize my investments outside of the business? How do I reduce taxes? How do I make sure I retain and attract employees? How do I make sure that I do a great job for my customers? How do I make sure that I have a structure that can operate outside of me so that if I ever need to move on, it can be handed to somebody else? These are just tenets of good business planning.